Hey guys, back and we are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Today we're going to be doing a big baller bundle stream. It is a store bundle, but I did not buy this bundle. It is the Amazon Prime bundle from Amazon Prime Gaming. So if you have access to Prime Gaming, you will be able to redeem this bundle and add it to your account. If you don't have it, this bundle was in the store for 1,500 credits. I believe they removed these bundles during the Prime Gaming giveaways. So most likely they'll add it back if you're interested in it. Yeah, 1,500 credits is the store price. Otherwise, if you have access to Prime Gaming, go ahead and redeem it this month before it goes away. Now, this isn't a sponsored stream or anything. I pay for my Prime Gaming like everybody else. But I do appreciate getting these bundles and having access to the stuff, access to the content via that system. So just showcasing the bundle in this stream. The bundle is Electron Energy, and it comes with the Enigma Subatomic operator skin, the marksman rifle KVD Enforcer Death Conductor, the calling card Geometric Resonance, the large Decal Bite the Buzz, the Emblem Targeted Destruction, and a weapon charm Electroman. We're not going to go through all the items individually closer, but we'll take a closer look at the charm, blueprint, and operator skin. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the Charm Electroman. KVD Enforcer Death Conductor. We'll take a closer look in a second, but let's check out the other item, the operator skin. And the Enigma Subatomic operator skin.
Back with a new strategy.
So let's preview the operator skin, Enigma's Subatomic skin. This is what it looks like. Yes. I'm trying to push it up, but it's not letting me.
You're really keeping up.
I'm holding it up and it's still going down. This is just, I guess. There we go. All right. I think if I go like this and then go like this, there we go. These previews are so messed, honestly.
All set.
One last rotate. So yeah, that's the skin. KVD Enforcer Death Conductor. Let's go ahead and play the preview animation, get a close look. Yeah, we're doing a second take on this. First take was a little rough. The gun's not particularly good, and it definitely needs an optic. Just heads up, the green lines on the blueprint do glow in the dark, so there's a little nice touch to it. And it has decent camo coverage. What's up, Harsh? They'll never do that. Moist doesn't even like COD. That's a really stupid idea, honestly. Like, they shouldn't be sucking up to people that don't even play the game. I actually do have some thoughts about that, but yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, this blueprint only comes with 3 attachments, so 2 open slots to do with as you please. I would definitely recommend considering an optic attachment, but let's go ahead and see the attachments that you do get with this. Kastova DX90, undetectable by radar, firing aim stability, bullet velocity, recoil control, at the cost of aim down sight speed, damage range, aiming idle sway, and aim walking speed. Kastova JEK40 barrel, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, sprint speed, at the cost of damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, and aiming idle sway. I'll chat with you, Harsh. Just give me a second. I do have some thoughts about what you just said. Ivanov wood stock, aim down sight speed, firing aim stability, movement speed, sprint speed, at the cost of recoil control, gun kick control, and aiming idle sway. So yeah, those are the 3 attachments that you get. This is what it looks like if you decide to change things around or remove them. Barrels. Yeah, unfortunately, if you do change the barrel, you will remove elements of the blueprint. Lasers. Optics. Yeah, like I said, this is a take 2. The iron sights and how it's more so like you need to be pretty precise with your shots with this gun. So having the iron sights is a bit detrimental. You want like an optic that allows you to have that precision with your shots, which it's up to you, whichever one works for you as far as that goes. But I would recommend something of that sort as at least one of the attachments. Stocks. Yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll say my piece about that. I actually have some thoughts about that. Give me a second, Harsh. Let me just showcase this. We'll chat. Magazine attachments. Ammunition won't change anything visually. And then under barrels. It seems like the barrel of the gun does block off some of the under barrel attachment options. So you don't have access to everything, unfortunately. I presume it's the barrel that's blocking that off. So maybe you need to remove the barrel if you want to add a specific under barrel in. So yeah, that's the blueprint, the way you get it. And if you decide to change around attachments, these are the stats for the weapon in case you're interested. Movement speed's at 4.7 m-s. This is the camo coverage for the blueprint. It's pretty nice camo coverage. You retain those green lines. And like I said, those green lines do glow in the dark. So you can do something unique and retain that glow in the dark property. And it holds true with the mastery camos also. So that's nice. Priceless and Interstellar have a slightly different coverage, but still retain it. And those lines do still glow in the dark. Zombie camos. And solid. So yeah, that's all the items that you get in the bundle. Let's go ahead and jump in and play some games. Yeah, rage quit because I think there's been an uptake in cheaters in the game. Between yesterday and today, I've noticed some like really suspicious gameplay from enemies. So getting back to you, Harsh. Okay, one, I don't think Charlie would be a good operator skin in this game. That would legitimately be adding someone that has no interest in the game, who's actively like shit on the game. And yeah, it's not a good idea. Which, again, it's funny because Nick Merckx was doing the same thing. At least Nick Merckx played the game quite a chunkier portion, but by the time they added his skin, he was very negative about the game. He was particularly like shitting on it and calling them out on how bad they were. Not only that, okay, the joke about the Nick Merckx bundle, okay, and the controversy about it, I've thought about it a long time, right? They were clearly just chasing the Nick Merckx audience, right? They were so like hungry for like those viewership like numbers and stuff like that. It blinded them completely. In reality, if they had even like thought for a second about Nick Merckx, they would have realized he is sort of a controversial character. He says like politically incorrect stuff often and has no qualms about it. He has no qualms about saying politically incorrect stuff. And top of it off, he's not particularly like politically intelligent. Like, I don't think so. So like a lot of his like political stuff that he talks about is kind of like edgy, but not intelligent, right? So him saying something that's gonna put his foot in his mouth, right, was 100% bound to happen. So them getting upset when he did that is like even more shocking because it's like if you had even looked into Nick Merckx a little bit, which I don't even watch the dude, and I know that he does politically stupid stuff sometimes, like that are like gonna maybe like be somewhat controversial. Not necessarily like wrong or bad, but definitely like controversial. So them getting mad about that stuff is so weird. And then, like I said, top it off, he wasn't even like particularly fond of COD at the time. So them chasing him down was like a massive smack in the face to the COD audience. And then top everything off, worst case scenario, the COD's golden boy, Scump, right? A lot of people gave COD a lot of shit for not at least doing a Scump operator skin, right? And now look what's going on with Scump and COD. Scump is suing them. They'll never add a normal person, like, or a COD community, like operator skin anytime soon. Like Scump being a golden boy character, like uncontroversial, definitely an ideal candidate for an operator skin, is now suing them. So yeah, I think hiring someone that obviously doesn't have any interest is a bad idea, which Moist Critical would be. And now it seems like a bad idea to even hire someone that might be a good fit, like Scump. So yeah, he tweeted some politically like controversial thing that they didn't want to like be associated with, right? Had they done even like they knew Nick Merckx, like there's no way the people who added like Nick Merckx didn't know his personality. Like the dude does like really like he has strong political like beliefs. And he's, like I said, he's not particularly politically smart. So he lets those beliefs out in ways that are aggravating to the community at times. It was an extremely stupid decision, the Nick Merckx one. And then the fact that they like pulled his skin just showed how stupid and like greedy they really were as a company. Like, they were so greedy. They were so desperate for the Nick Mercs audience, like boost, that they were like willing to ignore the fact that he hated the game openly, and he was controversially, politically, like a liability. I'm not saying like what Nick Mercs did or said was wrong. Dude, where are these shots going, man? Where the fuck do these shots go with this gun, man?
You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it. Friendly mosquito active. Friendly cluster mine planted.
Honestly, the people that picked Nick Mercs should have gotten fired. Like, those people didn't deserve that job. Like, it was so blatantly greedy a decision. And then now the sad thing is, like I said, Scump, the golden boy of COD, right, is suing them.
Friendly UAV.
Nah, no. They added Moist to that, what's it called, Battleship game, right? Where are they, man?
Friendly UAV online.
I actually think what Nick Merck said was like justified, but it shouldn't have come to a surprise to the, what's it called? It shouldn't have been a surprise to the, what's it called? Marketing and all those people, like the COD people.
1 minute remaining.
Ship. I would actually be more interested in seeing like Moist join the esports scene in COD than seeing him get a character skin. I think it'd be cool to see him in the esports scene, like in COD.
The mission is complete.
Especially now that they've kind of like updated like the new like it's no longer like such a massive buy-in into the COD scene. Like I wouldn't mind seeing Moist esports go into COD and all that. I'd be interested in that. And then you'll be able to see like the Moist esports, like, you know, maybe like player skins and stuff like that, right? For the team bundles. That would be very cool. I'd be down for that. But like Charlie as an operative skin would be very weird. That would just exacerbate the like greed that Activision showcased with the last operative skin, or like, you know, then. Yeah, the saddest thing is it's not what happened with Nick Merckx, because the Nick Merckx scene, that was inevitable, right? And it was 100% like COD just being greedy and not seeing the fact that he potentially might say something that they disagree with politically, right? It was just them being greedy. So it was more their fault. It wasn't really Nick Merckx's fault. And like I said, what Nick Merckx said, whether you agree with it or not, you know, it's not the point. He was going to say something that would not necessarily sit well with like the corporate, right? At some point in time, because that's just his content, right? That's his personality. What's the surprising and sad thing isn't that, it's scum. Like Seth suing Activision, the golden boy of COD suing Activision for like mishandling it. And I'm not saying him suing them is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that situation is gonna 100% seal the deal that we will never. Because if someone like Seth, who is actually a legitimate face of Call of Duty, like, right, as a player face of Call of Duty, can get into like a legal disagreement with Activision, then who knows what hope.
We've secured the lead.
Yeah, so any small hope that we might have had, I don't think we'll ever. Because inarguably, Seth really did deserve an operative skin. He did. But they will never. Now that there's legal issues with him, it'll never happen.
We've lost the lead.
What on earth? How did she just pop in like that?
The enemy's taken the lead. Hostile UAV in the area.
Enemy lethal.
Hostile care package.
I don't know why I keep going for that shot. Dude, you can't even like aim with this goddamn iron sights.
We have taken the lead. We've secured the lead.
I think it was more like
Friendly mosquito.
the greed for like the viewership greed, right? Like seeing the potential like numbers that could be there, right?
Hostiles secured a remote turret. You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it.
Oh god. The ammunition on this also is kind of rubbish.
UAV orbiting the AO.
Friendly UAV online.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Hostile UAV in the area. Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
Flanking here.
We've lost the lead.
No! Teammate, you got me.
Hostile soldier on active.
Moving this way. UAV is on station.
We have taken the lead. The mission is complete. Good work.
What's up, Justo? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Justo. Yeah, this gun sucks, man. Well, not this gun, this build. It's tough to use. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the support. It helps. It helps. The camo coverage on this looks pretty good, though. I do like it. I do like it. Electron Energy bundle, checked out, played with, had to do a take two, but we got it done. And even take two, man, honestly, gameplay was not ideal. There's something, even when I have like optic on this gun, like I use a KVD Enforcer like as my marksman rifle, and even when I have an optic on it, like there's something odd about where sometimes the shots go and where am I aiming. It feels like there's some sort of delay or some sort of like inaccuracy to it. And then having the like iron sights on this like weapon just exacerbated it. But yeah, bundle is okay, I guess. Skin looks alright. It looks alright. Let's go through it a little bit. Yeah, visually the blueprint is kind of basic. It's not like anything super special. But it does have the glow-in-the-dark element to it, and the camo coverage is pretty decent. At least it retains that like small but unique element to the blueprint, right? Which is the green glow-in-the-dark lines, and that is always a bonus. Build-wise, it's not a great build. Like, it's really slow. Like, you're gonna need to play slow anyway with this weapon, but it's slow, and like I said, it's just sort of like you need to throw on some sort of like cleaner iron, like optic, larger magazine also would be helpful. Like, because of like the inaccuracy to what I felt was where I was aiming and where I was shooting, right? I was never confident in my shots, which means every time I got a kill with it, I was desperately reloading. Even if I had like 6 rounds in the like ammunition, in my head, I was like, dude, that might not be enough because sometimes this gun just doesn't land its shots, right? So I was constantly reloading, and also, yeah, definitely I think larger magazine would help. Optic for the cleaner, like, and more precision, like, look. And then the attachments you do get, I honestly don't think they were particularly helping this gun's pros. This gun's a pretty hard-hitting marksman rifle. It's slow, but it's supposed to be hard-hitting, right? I just feel like you don't need this. You don't need this either. I don't know, man. I just felt like the build wasn't really like I said, I think if you throw in an optic, the larger magazine, or an ammunition or something like that, or grip or something, you have like a couple of slots, definitely optic, right? Then the build is going to be usable and it's going to be viable. But I just think it's not an optimal build. That's all it is, right? The attachments could use adjusting, the few that you have. and the few that you don't have, you're probably definitely going to want to add. All in all, though, like I said, I actually mentioned this in take one, but I'm going to crop that out. I'll talk about take one afterwards. But what I said about the nice thing about this blueprint is I've been grinding out the game since the launch. I've earned all the like Battle Pass blueprints and stuff, and I think most of the blueprint rewards and stuff like that, right? This is the first KVD Enforcer blueprint that I have in my collection. For some reason, they haven't been giving too many of this like weapons blueprints in any of the like, like I said, Battle Pass or reward stuff. So it is nice to have something in the collection for this weapon because I do actually use the KVD Enforcer. The build might not be great, but at least it's something nice for the collection. And I do like the camo coverage with the glow-in-the-dark green lines. So even though it's a basic blueprint, it's like, yeah, at least you can do something fun with it. How it looks with my build and all that, I'm not totally certain. I think I'm going to definitely lose the barrel and the stock and all. So probably the bulk of the green lines are going to be like missing. It's probably just going to be the base, like body of the weapon. That's the only element of the blueprint that will be retained in my build. But at least that's something, I guess, right? As far as the operator skin goes, man, like, it's okay. It's not bad. It's kind of basic. Man, for some reason, I don't know why, but what's up, Slayer? How you doing? I can't help but like think like this is like some sort of like marketing promotion for something like Monster Energy or some nonsense, like because of the green color, I guess, right? Like I get like some promotional like vibes off the design, honestly, more than like a basic operator skin. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
I'll cover you, trust me.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if the like green lines on the operator skin glow in the dark or not, but that would, if it did, it would be a cool element. I don't think they do.
Fully patched. Let's go.
I don't think they do.
All set.
And for the most part, it has somewhat kind of like soldier vibes to it, right? Like it's not so far out that I could see like some soldier or some military outfit or security detail wearing on some nonsense like this, maybe. So it's got some grounded design elements to it, if you're interested in that kind of look. I wouldn't necessarily go. Like, it is close to Milsim, but I guess those green lines sort of take it outside that realm a little bit. Maybe like futuristic Milsim or futuristic security guard kind of military kind of security thing, military security things, right? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, all in all, I think the bundle is nothing great. Nothing great. If you have Amazon Prime Gaming, go ahead and redeem the bundle. Why wouldn't you, right? It's a, price of admission to Prime Gaming, and you get these bundles. So if you have access, why not? Would I go out of my way to pay for Prime Gaming just for this bundle, or more so buy this bundle? Probably not. 1,500 credits is reasonable. It's not like it's not one of those awful prices, but I think when you break it down, skin's okay. I could see myself using it. It's not like I wouldn't. So I think definitely the bulk of the value is for the operator skin. But for me, value is always placed more heavily on the blueprint. And although I do use the KVD Enforcer and it is nice to have something in the collection, I think the fact that once I do build it more so for my, my loadout for the KVD, I think I'm going to lose the bulk of the design elements to the blueprint. So it's like, not really worth it. And I definitely don't see myself running this build just to like retain the blueprint. Like even if I put on an optic and all, I think it'd be okay. But like I said, I prefer my build over it. So I just don't see myself running it just to retain that. And visually, like the blueprint is, again, more on the basic side. Like I said, there's value to it thanks to the camo coverage, for sure. But that doesn't change the fact that it is on the more basic side. I do, Harsh. Just give me a second. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll do a little bonus one chat with you, Harsh. Hang on. That's it for now. Bundle's okay. Blueprint's okay. Don't waste your money on it though. If you have access to it, though, redeem it. It's not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. And again, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I pay for my stuff the same as everybody else. Take care. Bye. Yeah, I had to do a take 2 on this. I do think there might be some extra suspicious players in the game in its current state, possibly, which is why take 2 had to happen.